for joining us. Here are top breaking stories making headlines around the world on January 27th. Israel has confirmed the recovery of the remains of the last hostage held in Gaza. A development Israel officials says clear a key condition for reopening Rafah border, a closing into Egypt. The Israel military described the operation as a major step towards implementing part of USA broker declaration plan. USA President Donald Trump and Israel leaders welcomed the move, calling it milestone towards broader negotiation, even as a humanitarian needs as a security concern remain acute across Gaza. In Washington, President Donald Trump announced higher tariff on selected Southern Korea imports, citing South Korea's failed to ratify a previous agreed trade deal. The decision highlights rising economic tension between the two allies, despite ongoing efforts to maintain cooperation on defense, investment, and regional security. The European Parliament has delayed a key vote on reviving the starred EU-USA trade agreement. Lawmakers pointed to growing political disagreement, including disputes over USA action related to Greenland, broader tariff policies, and shifting geopolitical priorities. The delay reflects deepening unease in Brussels over the future direction of transatlantic relations. In a landmark development, India and the European Union have concluded a comprehensive fleet-led agreement ending nearly 2 decades of negotiation. The deal is expected to significantly expand trade, investment, and strategic cooperation, reshaping economic ties between Asia's third-largest economy and Europe's single markets. The African Union has renewed its push for reform of the UN Security Council, demanding permanent representation for Africa. Speaking on January 27th, AU officials gathered that decades of exclusion no longer reflects Africa's population size, global influence, or peacekeeping contributions. The AU urged the world power to move beyond symbolic discussion towards concrete reform commitments. African leaders have convened to address escalating climate adaptation risks. On January 26th, Kenyan President William Ruto chaired high-level virtual meeting focused on accelerating financing and coordinated action under the African Adaptation Acceleration Program, linking climate resilience to economic stability and social development. Ethiopia has officially declared its Marburg virus outbreak over. Health authorities confirmed that 42 consecutive days passed without new infections following rapid isolation, contact tracing, and close border surveillance. The outbreak was first detected in December 2025. Egypt has launched a national digital platform aimed at boosting youth employment and online entrepreneurship. The initiative will support youth-led startups and expanded e-commerce over the next 3 years as a part of efforts to diversify the economy beyond ports and logistics. In a sports, controversy surrounding the African Cup of Nations final remain unresolved. Senegalese Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko described the January 8th incident as deplorable, addressing on-field protests and subsequent fans arrest as CAF considers possible sanctions following Senegal's extra-time victory over Morocco. Despite tension during the AFCON final, Morocco and Senegal have reaffirmed strong bilateral ties. On January 27th, the two countries signed 17th cooperation agreement covering agriculture, infrastructure, and sport diplomacy, signaling that football rivalry will not betray border economic and diplomatic relations. Those are the key global developments for January 27. For trusted updates, in-depth analysis, and the stories that matter, keep it right here on the USA New Times. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notification so you never miss any updates.